Juventus è in vantaggio. La Juve in gol!
Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I'm really sorry. I was already super sick, so this game made me totally crazy, guy. 1-1, a deserved draw for Atalanta and Juventus. If we look at the game, a game that again showed Juventus fino alla fine ability to go and to score in the last second of the game, with this time with this man, the one of the leaders of the team, Danilo, that really reincarnate that fino alla fine spirit. He believed in it. Luckily we did it. But we wanted to win. We will not lie. We wanted to win today. That was our goal. That was our mission. And I have to say that I saw different games today. A game where Juventus was dominating, attacking and going on shots on target, what we were not able to do versus big teams, because I see a lot of big negative comments in the chat as well. And then I see Juventus that is dominated by a strong Atalanta, that were missing Zapata, of course, but that were super dangerous, especially with the entry of Malinowski that changed also that game with an amazing, a beautiful free kick that we should also start to have the free kicks, to own them and also to score them, of course. So Juventus 1-1, that means that it was important, yes. It was crucial, yes. Was it decisive? No. Because at the moment Juventus is still in the top 4 with 46 points. Atalanta is just behind with 44. Of course, they have a match in hand. A game in hand doesn't mean that they win it. So if they lose it, we still have 2 points on top of them. If they draw, we have 1 point on top of them. If they win their game in hand, that means that they go at only 1 point on us. So that means that Juventus will have to continue to do good in the remaining part of the Juve. I see a growing Juventus that has that fino alla fine mentality, of course. Scudetto dreams. I know that a lot of people started to believe in the Scudetto also after the draw of Inter Napoli 1-1. We know that. We said on the channel, Allegri said in press conference, dreaming is beautiful. Of course we have to dream, but first of all, let's think about one thing, and that is the top 4. Top 4, that's super important. So let me read the comment, and thank you for the donation of Ron, who's saying, Danaldo, glad to see you're feeling better. I'm not 100% better, guys. I'm still sick, but thank you for the comment. Thank you for the donation, buddy. It's true, Danaldo, because remember the last time I celebrated for a last minute goal like that, it was probably the goal of Ronaldo versus Udinese that gave us the win that time. Today we were not able to win. We were playing versus Atalanta, not Udinese. I saw a lot of beautiful evolution in the game of Juventus, but we are not perfect yet. I agree with Cecilia, who's saying De Ligt is a beast. He is a beast, he is a beast, he is a beast. We can repeat it at the infinity. I don't agree with the people who are saying Allegri out. I don't understand, because if you look at the stats, and we will go through the stats, you know that I have the real stats here. You will see something really, really important. Let me open it, because otherwise you will not be able to see it, of course. Let me check where it is. Can I open it? Yes, here. Here are the stats of the game. So, or you're lying to yourself, or I don't know what, but if you look at the stats of the game, what do we see? Attacking stat, we see 1 goal for Atalanta, 1 goal for Juventus, 21 shots on from Atalanta, 15 for Juventus. Yes, they had more shots. If you see the shots on target, you see 3 from Atalanta, 6 from Juve. 6 from Juve, and don't forget, because I have another stat here, that Sportiello did 5 top saves. 5 top saves where if he's not saving only 1 or 2 of them, Juventus could have taken the lead because we were more dangerous towards goal than Atalanta. That's what I believe, guys. Then you can tell me Allegri out how much you want, but if you look at the stats, it is what it is. Was Atalanta really, really dangerous except of that big free kick? No. Then the results are speaking clear. It is 1-1. Did we want to win? Yes, but it was not possible today because we did our best, and I believe that it's totally correct, a really correct result, the 1-1. On points, Juve were better than Atalanta. Oh, and he's saying actually what I'm saying in terms of points, in terms of shots on targets, about being dangerous. So that's, again, maybe I'm wrong. Then, did we have to do better? Yes. In certain parts of the game, we had to do better. I 100% agree. Allegri had such a bad game, though. He put in a horrible lineup in the midfield. I don't agree, Gianmarco. I don't agree with that. Why do I not agree with that? Because he's playing a 4-3-3. Where Rabiot is doing his game, I don't know. Rabiot is doing his game, and McKennie is not bad in the first half. A lot of people were even saying McKennie was man of the first half. Why? Because that 4-3-3 became a 4-2-3-1 with McKennie going up, and that actually obliged Dybala to play a bit more centrally, something that we were asking for so long. Thank you, Bogdan, for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you for becoming a supporter. For the other one, the link is into the description if you want to join like Bogdan. Thank you. Really appreciate it. We are playing with McKennie that has the ability to go up and forming that 4-2-3-1 when we have the possession. And we played a lot more centrally in the beginning of the game. This is a big difference. This is a big difference when we were playing the other games. You see a Juventus that was surprising Atalanta totally. In the beginning, Atalanta was lost. They didn't know what to do. And this is, for me, a tactical masterpiece of Allegri in the beginning. Then, do we have to do better? Yes. Did we wait a bit too long to do the changes? Yes, I agree with you. Could we have put a bit more of energy? Yes. But then it's a coach also that is doing an ultra offensive team because he doesn't want to lose that game. So that has to be said as well. Mohamed Youssef thank you for the donation, buddy. Thank you, Mohamed. Intense game, the only goals from free kick. The mentality of Juve team is great. Play style need to improve. Danilo, most valuable goal of the season. This goal can be a game changer for the season, of course, because if you lose, not only the dreams of the Scudetto from some people is gone, but also maybe the top 4 is gone, because then Atalanta going again in that positive vibe, going again in this, Atalanta way of finishing the league, they could have gone and run. And then Juventus, even if you win all the games, it's over. So you see, that's important. What I think about Ake, it's a phenomenal, great young player that I want to see a bit more. Yes, of course, he's doing what he has to do. He enters the game, he gives some pace, some velocity, some dribble, something that we miss. Is he ready to play 90 minutes? I have not the answer today, guys. Maybe we'll have it soon, but at the moment I don't have the answer. Second month for Bogdan is true, because I know that you are a subscriber. And then we have a new member, and this is Chris, that becomes also a supporter of the channel. Thank you for supporting, and thank you for your message asking me how I was feeling, and hopefully I get better really soon. Chesney out, mamma mia, that's a big comment. I don't understand why. Because he did some really beautiful saves. Really played good, yes, because he was playing on the right side of the field. Jason Cavari is saying, I really think that the changes came far too late. It boils down to that for me. Yes, I agree. We could have changed it a bit earlier. On the other hand, the team was having a balance. What I didn't like, and I agree, we had to... at a certain moment, maybe Allegri was happy with it 0-0. And if you want to blame Allegri, I understand that you blame me on the 0-0. I will explain you the way of thinking of Allegri. Then you can agree or you can not agree. But I can explain you what happened in the head of Allegri. Around the 70th minute, we are doing 0-0 versus Atalanta. Okay, a strong team that is changing with Malinowski. We have a team that is not taking big risks, because you saw it with the stats. It's written black on white. I'm not lying to you. We are not taking a lot of risks. And Allegri said, we can't lose that game, because if we lose that game, Atalanta goes up and it's a disaster. So if we have to play that 0-0, why not? The problem is that we were clearly seeing that Juventus was starting to be in danger. And then, or you accept to be in danger and you are lucky and you don't score and they don't score, maybe, or you concede and then it's a problem. And then it's a big problem for Juventus. And that's what happened. And that's where Allegri started to do a lot of changes that were without logic. I couldn't even understand where the players were on the field. The head from Robin is hurting. After that game, I understand. My voice, my head, my stomach, everything is 360 degree. Simon, Villarreal, thank you for the donation. Villarreal, that we will play on the 22nd. This was a battle of De Ligt and Demiral. What a draining game with two great defenders. I hope Juve can bounce back. Fino alla fine, get better, my friend. Thank you for the donation, Simon. Really appreciate it. I agree that Demiral played a big game, a big game on Vlahovic. We know that Demiral is an aggressive player that is really strong in one-to-one. Sometimes in doing these big strange flops, it can happen as well. But today he controlled Vlahovic a lot. It was good on him. And on the other side, we had a De Ligt that was really doing super well as well. So we can't complain having De Ligt. Then if we have De Ligt and Demiral, I don't know about that partnership. I was talking with Romeo Agresti 2 years ago. He was already telling me that. So I don't know, but it's true that Demiral did an amazing game. I see Demiral as a really great player. Malinowski, great player from Atalanta. Freuler in the first half was amazing. And then you had Sportiello. These were the four men. Sportiello, Demiral, Freuler, and then Malinowski that were super great. Thank you for the donation. Maximum of like, guys, 128, that's not a lot. I was on the Juve channel for the watch along on YouTube. We had 2,200 likes. 2,200 likes. I never had that in my entire life. Mamma mia. Let me check, because there are other comments that I want to point out before I lose them. The first one was from Alan. Alan, thank you for the donation, my friend. Really, thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you, my buddy. He's telling me a great game from Juve as usual. The opponent goalkeeper transformed to prime Buffon. Of course, their other teams are playing with a goalkeeper, so we have to respect that. But look at the goalkeeper of Roma today. A disaster. Disaster. Rui Patricio. This never happens versus Juve. But the referee was easy on Demiral. He should have been booked in the first half and could have been sent off. I saw some people like Thomas McLuff and so on that were writing in the chat that the referee was frustrating, and I agree, because I know that in Serie A they are trying to give a bit more play time, not whistling everything, but from the moment that you are whistling intentional fouls, at a certain moment you need to throw that card a bit earlier, because otherwise you are making them believe that they can do whatever foul they want, and that's really not okay. I was frustrated as well. I think there was a red from Hateboer on De Sciglio, I believe, because the foot was super high. I'm not complaining about that. I will not say that we didn't win because of that, because we had to win 11 versus 11, of course. But it's true that when you are doing these kind of fouls, at a certain moment you have to show the red card. It is what it is. Same for our friend Demiral. Thank you, Zaki Warva. Thank you for the donation, buddy. Tonight we look like a team, except at the back we only have one defender. The other one, liability, and in attack we were indecisive in the final third. So speaking about Bonucci, he didn't play his best game. He was in difficulty with Muriel first, with the velocity of Boga when he was playing versus Boga. He tried his best, but it's true that Boga won. Boga won the duel versus Bonucci. I agree. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Why? Because he's coming back from a long stop, and he played already 2 times 90 minutes in a few days. He played versus Sassuolo in a Coppa Italia, and today at a certain moment he went even out in the last minute because he was out. He was really out, was not difficult. We played great in the back with a lot of time. We were trying to be really serious on that one, and then offensively, I don't know if we were indecisive in the final third, because if you see how many times we shot on goal, 6 times shooting on goal towards Atalanta is not an easy task. Did you hear the players pre-game in the tunnel joking with Demiral? They were telling him that the referee already has the card in hand ready for him. I heard that. That was a really funny moment. I agree with you. Tony, Juventus was pushing high in the first half. It was a good harmony. The second half, they changed tactics, but we changed also tactic because we were starting to suffering Atalanta a lot in the first half. Result one was fair. I agree. If we observe the statistics, next game we have to win. I will say it for infinity. Now we have Torino and then Villarreal. 2 big games, guys. Villarreal that did 0-0 versus Atalanta. So another one that is really hard to play. Luis Pimentel, thank you for the donation, my friend. Get well soon, Jade. Today, grinta fino alla fine. But you know what I'm thinking is a bit sad. After conceding that goal, I was on the Juve channel and I saw so many people. And Veritas, he was together with me for the whole watch along. Robin van der Voort, who's saying 200 likes, he was with me as well. A lot of people were there with me as well. A lot of teams, they still don't understand the fino alla fine. Will it always happen? Probably no. But until the referee whistle, the final whistle, and it's not 3-0. Wait. Mark, he was there as well. He said, Beppe, I believe that the players, they were losing actually a bit of hope. It was the 86th, 87 minutes. No, because we believed in it and we did it with a corner kick. Grande Juve for that fino alla fine spirit. And I believe that, and I hope that one day the supporters, they will start to think like that. We believe until the final whistle. And then, alla fine, we can criticize, we can say that we lost, that we were bad, whatever. But before, wait. Hamad, thank you for the donation. Hamad, thank you. Really appreciate it. Really. Goes here, my friend. 195 likes. We are there. 5 more, and we have the Ale 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 song, and I'm waiting for that. 195 likes. We have to have 200. Let me drink while you are updating the likes. I need to drink. Now. Ale, oh. Hamad, Allegri believed that we were close to score. That's why I think he didn't take any subs, but then Malinowski surprised us. Duvan and Dybala were not informed today. But guys, we were speaking about a team. Look at the stats of Vlahovic. 7 shots, 4 on target, 55 touches, 37 passes, 1 foul conceded. Guys, if Sportiello is not doing the game that he's doing, we score with Vlahovic, and then we see him totally differently. I was dreaming about a striker that was able to do 4 shots on target, 2 headers, 3 shots, 1 header on target. I was dreaming about that because we didn't have it. Do I have to remind you, Juve Milan or Milan Juve, I don't remember, with 0 shots on target just before we bought him. So I was dreaming about that. Now, it's true that it was not his best performance that we saw versus Verona, versus Sassuolo. Don't forget, we are playing versus Atalanta, that also them were fighting for their life, because they know that if they lose, also for them it's nearly over. Zaccaria, PS. Unusual thought to see Juve players very happy for a draw. Del Piero would not approve that. More seriously, we still miss some creativity in the midfield. De Ligt, Morata, and Danilo did super well. By the way, I will put you the MVP, the 4 men of MVP today. MVP. Do we put De Ligt? Absolutely yes. Let me know a few names of people that you want, guys. I want I want some names, so De Ligt, absolutely yes. I will put Danilo because he scored. Who should I put there as well? De Ligt. McKennie, he played quite well as well. De Ligt, Danilo, McKennie. I need another one. Not Locatelli, of course, he didn't play his best game, even if he touched a lot of balls. And Morata. Morata played super well. I agree with you guys. So we have the 4 players into the poll, so let me know what you think. Grande Danilo, grande, grande. Bella Donna. Allegri took over a win team, mamma mia again, with comments from 2015, mamma mia. Guys, he won 5 years. You tell me the first year, I tell you why not. He won 5 years, guys. La Juventus non muore mai, mai, mai. La Juventus non muore letteralmente mai. Juventus never dies. Never, 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 never. Beppe, we scored our 6th header. Guys. Oh my god, I need to go on YouTube to find that. Punzara that was with me. You remember, I said that I want today to score that 6th header of the season because we scored 5 and now it's the 6th with Danilo. I went crazy, yeah. I didn't see the game. De Ligt man of the match for Rohit. And if we look at the stats at the moment, after 137 votes, yes, he's winning. Abai, thank you, my friend. That was amazing on the channel. When he was my guest, he's saying we have found our best attack. Now we are waiting to find our best midfield. Still, we want to see Locatelli as a 8 with Zakaria as a 6. Vlahovic lost some duels with Demiral, but was still dangerous and good in build-up. Sometimes, you know, I don't know why. Is it a question or not? I never know, because actually everything you say, you know, that 99% of the time I agree with your vision, with your understanding of football, and how you are recapping it with a lot of maturity and respectful. But I agree that the attack is good. Look at Morata, how much he was sacrificing. 9% of the people are even voting him as man of the match, because what he was doing today was incredible. Sacrificing, taking balls, opening spaces, doing some passes. Morata played super well. Dybala, he played, according to me, even better in terms of positioning of where he had to play. He tried 2 times his shot a la Dybala, and that was unfortunate for me because one had to be shot better. One was that close, the other one was a bit further away. If I have to find one bad point for Dybala today, and there were not a lot, it's the fact that Dybala is going only with these kind of shots. And he needs also to be a bit more diverse in taking his chances. If you go to his stats of Dybala, because again, for me, he played really well. 3 shots, 1 on target, 2 key passes, 46 passes, 85% pass accuracy, 1 tackle. At a certain moment, he went down to support the team. I have nothing to say. I will ask you as well, who was the player that touched the most ball, because a lot of people are saying that Locatelli was a ghost and so on and so on, so I want to really understand. Let me know in the comments who was the man that touched the most ball in all the game. Was it Danilo? Was it Locatelli? Was it McKennie? Was it Morata? I want the name, guys, of the one that you believe that touched the most balls. But on the other hand, our midfield, Rabiot didn't do a bad game. Didn't do a bad game, and McKennie played a lot better than versus Sassuolo in that first half. So Zakaria, maybe Allegri didn't want to risk him in that big game. It can be. That crossbar of Marquising, that crossbar of Hateboer, according to me, but then I have to really read the replay and so on. According to me, it was offside. It was offside. He let it go because at the end it was ball for Juve, but I believe it was offside. But anyway, it was a few centimeters, so that was a really dangerous one. I agree. So people are telling me in the chat, Danilo, De Ligt, Dybala or McKennie, Locatelli for Ninip Baranto. Robert is saying Locatelli played okay. You already voted for De Ligt man of the match, so I will stop the vote now. Locatelli. So let's go. I will show you who was the man of the match. Sorry, I will show you who touched the most ball of the match in ball distribution. Of Atalanta, it was Freuler. I told you that Freuler played a big game. Of Juventus, it's Danilo with 83 and Locatelli with 79. A lot of people are saying, Beppe, that Locatelli was a ghost. No, he was not a ghost, because you see that actually it's the player after Danilo that touched the most balls, 79. He was less precise. I agree with you, guys. He was less precise and he had to do better in terms of accuracy. I agree with that. Can we say that he was a ghost? I don't agree. Was it his best game? No, but we know that when he's playing as a 6 and when Juventus is pressed, he's playing a bit lower. We know that. We must stop putting so much pressure on Vlahovic. The pressure will always be there because we like him, we want him, and it's a fact. It's a fact that it will be there. He knows it as well, and he likes to be pressed. So, but it's true that we don't have to think that Vlahovic will score 3 goals per game. That's a fact. If you compare Handanovic's no call and Tek's no call today, Tek's was much softer. No, yeah. Even if I would never change Handanovic with Chesney. So you see, 79 touches, 65 passes. Sorry, he had to be better here. If you look at the pass accuracy of the players, not Ken because he played a few seconds, but for players that played a lot, McKennie 89%. He was the most accurate player in terms of passes, while versus Sassuolo he was a disaster in terms of passes. He was a disaster. So that's for him. Let's see, because we have other comments that I need to read. Steph Canetta, remember we played a tough match on Thursday 3 days ago. I agree, even if Atalanta as well. We have to say the truth. Ake is better than Keane, to be honest. 2 total different players in their way of playing. Let's see, because remember Keane when he entered with Juventus, how good he was when he was younger. Now you have an Ake that is doing beautiful. He entered 2 times and 2 times he did beautiful. Let's not start to believe that Ake is the best of the world, but let's believe and understand that our youth team is growing really well. Severino, thank you for the donation, buddy. Grazie, Severino. Mugnano. Ciao, Beppino. That's a beautiful way of calling me, Beppino. Tough game today, but Forza Juve. Morata didn't look good today, and McKennie should have been subbed out for Zakaria. You see, Severino, I respect your comment. I think that McKennie did a big game. Look at the Sofa score to see his heat map. I don't know why Sofa score is always putting me the game versus Zenit. I don't know. So I have to scroll. If I don't prepare in advance, it's a disaster. But let's see at what McKennie's was doing. Look, they are giving Cope Mainers as the man of the match for Atalanta, man of the match for Juve, 7.9, 7.9. Dybala and Danilo and De Ligt. These are the 3. If you look at McKennie, because that's what we were interested in, look at how much space he covered, right side of the field, but also into the box, central here. So it's a player that today he played 2 roles, covering Dybala when Dybala was up and going up when Dybala was going down. So I think, guys, that sometimes we are severe with some players and we expect things that they don't have to do. But I liked McKennie. It's true that today he didn't enter in the box to shot, okay? He didn't had the chance to have the headers on corner kicks. But I think that McKennie did really well today. Look at Dybala. Where was Dybala? Look at Dybala in that zone. He stayed a lot more up. He stayed a lot more central than he usually do, you know? These are progression that we are not always able to see now, but the players are doing them really well. So that was for Severino. Zakaria, I'm asking also why he didn't play. I don't know. I'm asking myself why. Because I like the guy, you know, I'm a big fan of Zakaria, but I don't know. Allegri's word, thank you from Nini. He's putting it in two different messages. Techniquement, c'était un beau match. Paradoxalement, je me suis diverti sur le banc. On voulait gagner, mais c'est un point important. On allonge la série positive. So he's saying that technically it was a beautiful game. It is a paradox, but he had some fun on the game. We wanted to win, but it is an important point. We continue with the positive streak of winning games, because don't forget, we are not losing since 11 games now. The last team that was able to beat us was Atalanta 11 games ago in Serie. And then what about the Scudetto? It is already official. It is impossible. We have to fight for the 4th spot. But that's what I was saying on the video yesterday. Of course, you hope and you believe and you see Inter and Napoli drawing and you hope and you pray and you do it, but honestly, it's not one team, it's not two teams, there are 3 teams in front of us. The game of Milan today, they won 1-0, they didn't do spectacularly, versus a Sampdoria that didn't even play. And that's also something that I want to say. When I start to see more and more the other Serie A games, but really 3, 4, 5 games a weekend, and then you see, I finally convinced my wife. She let me watch a lot of games. And then you see that the small teams, they are playing their life versus Juve. They play versus Milan versus the other teams, and they are doing shit. Because Sampdoria today was a disaster. It was a shame. They deserve to go in Serie C, in 3rd division. We have 0 wins against top 4 teams, but to be honest, Atalanta was not a top 4 team today. They were 5th. But I agree, and you are correct. Locatelli was a ghost. I don't agree. We just spoke about it, but was he the player that we wanted as a box-to-box? No, because he didn't play that position. Arbi, Danilo. A lot of Danilos, guys. Morata, Danilo. You were still speaking about, that's these kind of comments. They were from like 10 minutes ago, so I have to hurry up. Before it's too late, before I start losing the messages here. Where is the message from? There are some message that I don't see. Mohamed Youssef here. That's one comment. Remind everyone, thank you for the donation, buddy. Remind everyone that Juve lost this last moment result mentality. It's a big plus. All teams now, they know that Juve is back and are dangerous for 90 minutes. That's a really important message. A really important message from Mohamed Youssef, and thank you again for the donation, because it's true. We were not happy. We were complaining about Juventus grinta, the way of winning these kind of games. If you see the last part of the season with Sarri, if you see some games with Pirlo, it's true that Juventus was totally lost, and you see Juventus coming back. Are we there yet? No, we are not, but step by step we are coming back. I will not criticize Juventus at the moment, guys, or being too harsh with them. I'm a Juve fan. I expect to be first every year. I already put that first spot aside. Now I will focus on top 4 and developing the team to win Serie A next year. And entering the top 4, guys. That's super important. Thank you, Zaki. I'm sorry for being a bit late in reading your comments. When we are retreating, we are in panic mode. Cause a center back. First, he needs to be good at defending and not passing. Fan for 22 years. I saw Ciro, Montero, Thuram, never been striker, building a center back. He has so many deficiencies. So, yeah. It's true, and it's not true that Bonucci is a player that changed his way of playing. And again, thank you for the donation, Zaki. And then I will read the one of David. David, stay there because I will read yours in a second. I agree that Bonucci's way of playing football and defending changed according to who is next to him. When he's playing with Chiellini, we know that we can trust him 100%. Because you have a Chiellini that is telling him what to do, he knows, and so on. When he's playing with De Ligt, sometimes he's flopping some games, especially with teams like Atalanta. We know that. Is he the best defender ever? No. Is he now a bad defender? Not for me. I like Bonucci. It's my favorite player? No. Is he Montero, Ferrara, Thuram? No. And he will never be. When I will think in my favorite top team of ever, I will not put Bonucci. If you speak about ever, I will put a Montero, for example. By the way, I was showing Montero, the fist to Di Biagio. to my son, and he loves it as well. Of course, it's different. But on the other hand, don't forget he's coming from a long stop, and he's always sacrificing to the team. Rabiot should have been replaced by Zakaria, but that's the problem, Martin. I understand that. The problem with Zakaria, we don't know if he's able to play on the left. We didn't have the time to test him playing on the left. So what's happening there is that Rabiot is playing there. McKennie is actually covering Dybala, because the game of McKennie was covering Dybala. Where is Dybala going? McKennie knew that he had to adapt according to Dybala's game. It's not easy for McKennie, but he was playing on the right. So if you entered Zakaria, you're playing on the left, we don't know how he's able to play there. We know that he's able to play as a number 6 in a 3-man defense. We know that he's able to play box to box on the right. We don't know how he's playing on the left. Rabiot was doing a work of quantity, also paying attention to the other players like a Freuler. In the first half, Rabiot was not able to man-mark Freuler. In the second half, he was already a bit better. But I would have seen a Zakaria for McKennie. McKennie was so focused on paying attention to where Dybala was that he was doing actually the perfect game. Now they will have a complete week to train, and I'm sure that we will see Zakaria starting the game versus Torino. David, thank you for the donation, David. And sorry for waiting so long. Demiral learned from Chiellini how to stop Vlahovic with small fouls and punches what the referee can't see. Vlahovic was very psyched. It was very visible in the first half. I agree, David. That one is a really great comment. But we know, we perfectly know that Demiral is a really strong, good player. We know that. We know that he's learning this technique. He's an aggressive one. He's a smart one in terms of annoying the defender. He's a sneaky defender. Then if the referee on top of that is allowing you to do all these kind of things, then you start to have some problems. Of course, 100%. And Vlahovic is playing at Juventus. He's not playing at Fiorentina. We are playing every 3 days. That's one. You will have the defender that will man mark you much more than when he was playing at Fiorentina. So 100% agree with David. Absolutely, absolutely. And thank you for waiting and for the donation. Thank you for the donation to Zaki Warfa. Beppe, please stop making excuses for him every day. But I'm making excuses with everyone. You know that. You know why? Because I try always to see the balance. But I know you don't like Allegri. You know you don't like when he's speaking about balance. I know. But that's how I made. I try to see the negative sides and the positive sides. And there are positives and negatives for everyone. For Allegri, that today waited too long for the changes, yes, but there is a why. Did he take the right decision? That's another discussion, but there is always a why. Bonucci, there is a why, because long stop. On the other hand, we know Bonucci since 11 years, except of 1 to Milan. We know what are his really great skills, we know where he's really bad at. It's true. He was happy. Thomas, I will tell you the truth. I'm happy with the draw as well. I will tell you the truth. This is not my mentality to be happy for a draw, but how the things were going, I will have to admit that I'm happy with the draw, because if you lose, you can also not say goodbye to the Scudetto. You can say goodbye to the top 4. McKennie passing was poor. It's not true. He was the best one. Dr. SP, I don't know if you saw the stats. The stats were saying that accuracy was the best one, but a solid performance filled up with speed. He was the number 1 in accurate passes. I believe that Zakaria is still suffering a bit from his knock against Sassuolo. No, because it was versus Verona. And then he played versus Sassuolo. Can be, but the knock was versus Verona. Guys, let aim for 300 likes maximum. Ooh, that's... Yeah, we need 23 more likes. I don't know if we will reach it or not. Zakaria Mohi. Thank you for the donation, my friend. Thank you. I believe this game came at the right time. A good rehearsal before the Champions League and rest of the season, especially with the last-minute equalizer. We need this for the team mindset. That's a good one. That's a really good comment, because of course we have to think about Serie A, but there is still the Champions League, and I don't know if we will go and win the Champions League or not. You know that I'm always trying to balance the comments about Champions League, because Champions League is so unpredictable. On the other hand, guys, on the other hand, it's true that we needed a big game because when we were looking at the teams that we were beating or not losing with, it was Milan, that was a big one. Verona, it's a solid team, but can we call it a big team? No. But it's true. It's true that we needed a big team and to show that until the end we can do it. It's true. I agree. Thank you for the donation, Zaccaria Mohi. Ron, great Scrotty. When Baggio joined, I became a fan of you from USA. I know. You already told me. Roberto, why does De Ligt always use his hand like a crap? Too many penalty incidents. It was a dangerous one. It's a wall, but again today, guys, I thought it was penalty. I really thought it was a penalty. Really. I forgot to, I don't know if I already said thank you to a member. I think I forgot to say thank you to one member. To Stefan Firsea. You see, Stefan Firsea, I don't know if you're still here, Stefan, but Stefan Firsea, if you're here, let me know in the comment because I just see it now. I remember. Thank you for subscribing and becoming a member for your third consecutive month, and he's saying last time 4-4-2 we dominated. Atalanta got lucky. Morata awful. In my opinion, he should have used Cuadrado and Zaccaria instead of Morata and Rabiot. That was the comment from 30 minutes ago from Stefan, and I don't know if Stefan gone or not. Sorry, buddy. For the rest, I said thank you to Alan, to everyone, I believe. I'm trying to keep up and not forgetting everyone. Zaccaria, speaking about Zaccaria. For Zaccaria, this game was risky. I agree. Don't forget, he comes. He's still here. Stefan Firsey is still here. Grande, Stefan. I agree with you that it was a risky game because he comes from Borussia Mönchengladbach in Bundesliga. He's coming from a league that is different than in Italy. He comes from a lower team. Maybe he's not used to a life or death game because it was a life or death game. If you lose today, you're out of top 4, guys. I can tell you. Depression from the fans, depression for the players, depression from everyone, negative spiral that comes again. Even if you played really beautifully, you have a depression. We couldn't lose. We couldn't lose. And I will tell you the truth, equalizing in that 92nd minute with Danilo was better than opening the score and being equalized by Atalanta. Here it's important. And Zaccaria that became a member for 4 months now. Guys, let us grow the channel's member family. Thank you. Put a maximum of emotes, guys. Put a maximum of emo. Beppe, did you get to see Juve lift the Champions League trophy? Yes, not live. I was 14, 15. I celebrated with my father, my brothers. Yes, absolutely. I saw the game, yeah. From what I've read, we will have a lot of players suspended for yellow cards again, the game versus Torino. I know for sure of Danilo. That's a fact. For the rest, I need to understand a bit. I don't know. Very happy with the team progress. Ciao Arbi. Really looking forward to the rest of the season. De Ligt is a monster, and I hope we can keep him beyond this. I think today, the last rumors are saying that De Ligt is still super happy. Yeah? Demiral kicked our players and played ugly. Don't want him back. I don't want him back neither. I don't believe he will come back. But to be honest, it's his job, guys. It's his job. Allegri to Ninip is giving us the words of Allegri. Chi ha gagné lo scudetto? Who won the scudetto? I said it since September. It will be Inter. Because he said earlier, it's already over. And then they asked, but who won it then? He said Inter. It's the strongest team. They are stronger than us at the moment. Yes. We lost too much points in the first phase. And it's correct. It's correct. What he's saying is correct. We shouldn't be so harsh at Rabiot. Well, I think today, Stefano, that the guys were quite okay with Rabiot. Huh? From the moment you understand that Rabiot is a quantity player, so he's doing a lot of work, a lot of physicality, then it's okay. If you're expecting for Rabiot to score, to build up, then we are wrong. Ciao Chris, if you want, read the article of Football Italia with what Allegri said after the game. Very interesting. Yes, I will do that. Unfortunately, I don't really like Football Italia, because they are always against Juve. Always, 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 always. But I will do it. Arby, we reached it. And what do we? What has happened when we reach 100 likes, 200 likes, 300, 400? Did I miss any comments, guys? Here in the chat, Zaccaria became a member again, extended. One from Stefan Firzea, who was saying, from Romania, who was saying, Beppe, I'm still here. Grande, guys. Grande. Abai, reading Allegri's comment now, it seems he is mainly thinking about Zaccaria as an alternative to McKennie on the right, making me think we won't actually see him used to unlock Locatelli. I don't know, because who was expecting a McKennie today? Nobody. But it's true that if McKennie is continuing to doing this kind of performance, you know what is the reason, Abai? One of the reasons could be that to play with three men up front, Dybala, Morata, and Vlahovic, you need some players that are able to sacrifice them. Maybe that's one of the big reasons. We need some players to sacrifice. And you see, McKennie today was the shadow of Dybala. Not the shadow, but he was actually playing according to Dybala. Dybala down, McKennie up. Dybala up, McKennie down. Dybala centrally, McKennie a bit more on the right. Dybala going on the right, McKennie filling in that space. If they have that kind of ability to play, why not? And then Zaccaria can play as a 6 and Locatelli on the left. Why not? Locatelli, Zaccaria, and McKennie. Can be. I don't know. Sometimes a little risk can be taken, but if you are expecting Max to take a risk without a damn good reason, that will not happen. He took it when we were almost shut out of the game. That's correct. That's correct. Allegri will not take crazy decisions. He will never, and that's true, in an important game as we had today, don't expect from him to change at the 60th minute, 65th minute to put ultra offensive team. That will not happen. If he was with the back against the wall, yes, how he did it in the last second, but otherwise, no. That's a correct. Then you agree or you don't agree. Eh? Losing today was a lot more worse than, how can I say? It was better to equalize than to lose. Winning was less important than to not. That's what I want to say. If you look and if you listen to the words of Allegri, winning was less important than losing today. You understand what I try to say? Sometimes I'm crazy. Ciao Sader, overall was balanced game. Juve want to win more. We tried. You see all the emotes now. Grande. I love. We have them. We have to use them. Thank you for the super sticker, Haris Medovic. Thank you, Haris. I love that. I don't know where you are from, Haris. I want to know, Haris. Sweden. Swedish krone. Of course, Swedish krone. Yeah, of course. Kulusevski is not there anymore for man marking Brozovic. Pepe, we have more luck with GJustjuve watch along. I don't know. The last time on Twitch I was doing well with the watch alongs of Juve. Marco. I tifosi dell'Atalanta hanno provocato Vlahovic sugli spalti durante la partita con bandiera albanese. Ovviamente questo ha infastidito molto Vlahovic. Marco is saying some sad comment, is reporting some sad comment because supporters from Atalanta, they were annoying Vlahovic, showing him the flags of Albania. You know that I'm not a political, but you know that Albania and Serbia are not the best friends in terms of politics, and I absolutely don't want to enter there, but they were trying to provoke Vlahovic. But this is something that he will have to get used to, because at Juventus you are provoked by a lot of support, by every stadium. It is what it is. Not losing is more important than winning today. It's true. Gianluca, yes, we understood. When Allegri was asked about Zakaria today, he replied that McKennie would be better for attacking the spaces, which making me think that Allegri is viewing Zach as a right side at 8 and not a 6. Hope I'm wrong. He's just there since a week. Let's see. He started. He offered a really beautiful performance versus Verona. He did okay. I think okay in the two-man midfield that we played versus Sassuolo in the first half. Arthur was absolutely not good in that game, but Zakaria was doing quite okay in a two-man midfield. We will not play two-man midfield. He said it clearly. I said it since so many times. We will not play 4-2-3-1. We will not play 4-2-3-1. Forget about 4-2-3-1 as an initial with two midfielders. If you play 4-2-3-1, that means that one will be a real midfielder like McKennie going up and down attacking the spaces. Otherwise, forget. Especially if you want to see Dybala, Morata and Vlahovic together. Allegri always play to not lose. First objective of his games. Allegri plays to win the game, but not if that means that he will lose the game. You understand what I mean? He wants to win because it's the coach with the most percentage of win at Juve, but he doesn't want to lose. And in that game, it was more important not losing. Absolutely. If you lose today, it's a disaster, right, guys? Yeah, you see, 51 minutes, and then people, they start to slow down with the comments, with everything, because they know it's the end. Clément is really totally against Allegri. I respect that Clément, of course, I respect. I don't agree. Look at the miracle that he did. Look at the team that we had in the beginning of the season. Look at how unorganized we were. Look at the Juventus losing versus Atalanta. Look at Juventus losing versus Verona. Look at Juventus not losing since 11 games in Serie A with the players that we have, and we are all there to say Kulusevski was not good, Bentancur was not good, Ramsey never played, Alexandro is not good. Look at today. Alexandro didn't play. He didn't even enter the game in an important game. Allegri is not bad. It's not dumb. He knows that Alexandro is a disaster at the moment. So you see, there are ups and downs. Temporary peace still here. Forcing the game to win today at all cost was believing in the illusion of the Scudetto, and then finally risking to be out of Champions League. I think it's the most smart comment that I saw today. I saw a lot of smart comments, but that one recap the moment of what we were trying to say. It's true. It's true. It's correct. It's correct. Stefano Castelli, if we lose any game, it's a disaster from here. But this is, and I repeated it so many times, this pressure, we created it ourselves because we lost so many games in the beginning of the season. And losing so many games, it puts so many pressure on you that at a certain moment it's really hard because you can't do a wrong pass, you can't do a wrong game, you can't lose because you already put all your bonuses out. Jason, serious question. How many more years can we count on Leo? I love Leo, pero the years start to... Defenders, they have a longer life than midfielders and strikers, except of these crazy guys like Ronaldo that are beasts until 37, 38. Who knows how long he can still play. But normally defenders, they have a bit more. Why? Because they are able to manage their physical condition. They don't have to do all these big runs forwards, especially defenders from big teams. But it's true that we have to start thinking about alternatives. And Gatti, that, pay attention, good player, but he comes from third division. He's playing for the first time in second division. Wait, Beppe, you agree Dybala was selfish today? No, he did 2 times, he did 2 shots. 2 shots on goal. No, I didn't see any selfish on Dybala, and you know that I'm the first one to criticize Dybala when he deserves. So now he deserves to be criticized, like every player. But today, no, I don't see Dybala. Chances created, 2 chances created. By the way, the one that you see why McKennie. You see why? Oh shit! Here, you see why McKennie was there. 6 chances created, guys. 6 chances created, the one with the most created chances. Then you have Morata, then you have Dybala, then you have De Sciglio, Danilo, Rabiot, and Ken. But the number 1 total chance created was McKennie. You see? First one here in terms of pass accuracy. Pass accuracy in final third. Who do we have? The first one is McKennie, because Kenny played a few minutes. I will never count him. But look at the big game of McKennie. How smart he was. How big he was in his game. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce the name. But thank you. Really thank you. I don't know why there are so many fans. We played well. So many angry fans because we played well. But fans are always angry because Juventus gave them the belief that we could fight for the Scudetto. If you are really rational and you really read and understand the moment and also try to see what I'm saying on the channel, I always said, guys, pay attention. It's a roller coaster season. This season, it will be a balance, a build up for next season. It is what it is. Then we buy Vlahovic. He scores immediately. We qualify in Coppa Italia. We buy Zaccaria. He scores immediately. Juventus put a maximum of cash on the table. And then Inter losing versus Milan and so on, and then the people are starting to believe. And when you take away that dream, that belief, they are angry. They want, from a team that was actually 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th in ranking, suddenly we want, and that's what we want because we love our team. We want suddenly, boom, we will never lose a game anymore, and we will score hat-tricks every game. This is not possible. This is not possible. 11 straight without a loss. Allegri is doing fine. I agree as well. And we don't have a complete team. We are missing a left back, a serious left back, because De Sciglio is doing great, but we are missing a big one. We are missing someone even in the midfield. Saif, thank you for the donation, Saif. Thank you. Saif is saying, in the big picture, to not lose and keep our streak going, it was important for the chemistry of our team. Hope you feel better, Beppe Fino. Not 100%. I'm going with enthusiasm and craziness, but then I will fall. Boom, like that. But it's true. It's correct what you are saying. I agree, guys. I spend my money on that. I don't receive it. I spend my money. I went to the Juventus stadium. I went to the mega store. I bought that one of Danilo. Guys, this one I bought it, by the way. Which shirt this is from the people? Do you know which name is on that shirt? Is it Chiesa? Is it another name? Let me know what you think. Michael. Aiello, Giuseppe, perché non leggi il mio messaggio? Ma hai visto quando ce ne sono dei messaggi divento pazzo. Giocavamo vicino a Rozzano con De Sciglio, al Santa e Francesco. Comunque sono contento per lui che quest'anno ci ha stupiti. Michael is asking, why are you not reading my message, Beppe? I was playing. It's true. I saw the video. We were playing next to Rosano with De Sciglio at Santa and Francesco. I'm happy for De Sciglio, how he's actually doing, how he's actually playing, because he's doing a beautiful season. I agree with Michael on De Sciglio's season is doing quite okay. Why I'm not sometimes reading some messages, guys, is because there are a lot of messages. I'm doing everything alone. I started at 8:15 on the Juve channel with a lot of messages. It was crazy, especially before the game. with a lot of people. Why are you talking Italian? Why are you not talking Italian? Perché non parli italiano? So I saw it's actually 4 or 5 hours that I'm seeing like messages going like that. And that's why, the paid messages, they are in color, they are really there, I see them. And also the people that are member, they are written in green. And that gives me also a bit more easiness to see the messages and to pin them out as much as possible. Like the one of Katana. Every time Dybala tries a shot with his right, was in the right position to take it, if any, Vlahovic missed some opportunity to assist Dybala. It's true. But Dusan was completely messed up today, in his head today. 1-0 Demiral. Demiral was... Demiral... You know what? If Vlahovic scores, because Sportiello is not doing it, then we will probably say here Vlahovic won versus Demiral. But at the end, probably he lost versus Demiral and Sportiello. Then I agree with Katana. Azzurri Juve, ciao buddy. Our goal is to make the Champions League and do our best in Champions League. Correct. No Scudetto this year, but we knew it. We knew it since so long, guys. We knew it. We are looking better step by step. A little tinkering in the midfield over the next few games will help. Vlahovic can be a little bit more calm and precise in key moments. His only weakness so far, in my opinion. But he's young. He's 22. It's true. He needs to grow in terms of maturity and so on and so on. He will grow, guys. We took a big investment there. Ciao Pro Sound. We have no win, but yeah. But the important is not I want to win versus everyone. Okay, that's putting aside. If you tell me at the end of the season you made top 4 but you never won versus top 4, I don't care. This season I don't care. I don't care at all. Then next season I want to win versus every single top team. Everyone. This season, I prefer to be top 4 than winning versus top teams in Serie A. Then I want to beat Villarreal. And then I want to beat the next one. And then let's see, I want to beat Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool. I want to beat everyone. Because there you are in or out. That's when it matters to win versus the big teams. Aris, thank you from Sweden. Thank you for the super sticker, the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Pellegrini disappeared. Yes, but that's what I told you since the beginning of the season. I told you Pellegrini is not a Juve starter. Pellegrini, we want Pellegrini. It's not a Juve starter. Then he surprised me positively. Seriously, I was happy with Pellegrini. But he played, how many games did he play? 5, 6 in a season, guys. Oh, he's not ready. I told you, you don't believe me. Thank you, Mr. X. Mr. X that became a member for the 4th consecutive month. Thank you, Mr. X. Atalanta's goal should have been disallowed. It was offside. Which goal? You're before the free kick. But that's something else. I need to see the replay, because then the free kick is going and he's taking the ball without deflection. Or I went crazy, people are going with Vlahovic. You know me too well, guys. You know me too well, guys. Vlahovic with the number 7. Hey, you know me better than my mother. You know me better than my mother. It was not Locatelli, Nini. Chiesa is on the other one. I have both. This one is the authentic shirt. Mamma mia, the authentic, guy. It's a jewel. Huh? The authentic, it's a jewel. It's a real jewel. Mamma mia, I love it so much. I will make a video where I show you the difference between the authentic and the fan jersey. Let me check. Stavros. I'm really happy with how we were able to react, especially showing the fino alla fine mentality, but there is a lot of room for improvement. I agree. We are better than this. Let's go. And thank you so much, Bebe. Thank you to you, Stavros. Wait, it's not over. We saw the message of Mr. X. Sisman, Beppe, we don't need to defend Faraoni to save, to depend on Faraoni to save us while we can't win the top 4. It's in our hands like today. Yes, but you play versus Atalanta, guys. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. We are not alone. We tried. Look at the first 25 minutes. Look back at the 25 minutes how we started. We wanted to do it. It didn't enter. Today it was blocked. There was a wall. Sportiello. But it's true. Atalanta missing crucial players and didn't win the last 3 games. Now Inter win is a must. Of course, we need to win. Katana, guys, let's get some like. Can't believe I'm the last one on the live, and I joined 15 minutes ago. Demiral had the best teacher. It's true. Thank you, Mohammed, for the donation. Thank you. Juve objective is to take the most cash of the season at all competition and slowly solving legacy issues. Patient Juventini. It's a good. I see good signs. Thank you for the donation again. Cash. Look, we are look at how Juventus reduced the salaries from Ronaldo to the team now in 2 sessions. It's incredible. We saved, I believe, if I'm not wrong. I have the numbers, but not by heart. But I believe it was 40% of salaries less. With a much better team now, but it's still a young team. We have 2 new players that we just added. So Juventus is trying. We have to go into top 4. That's our goal, and we will try to do it. No, I don't like Katana. No. There are some players I don't like. I don't tell it, but I don't like some players. Like Ramsey. I don't like Ramsey. If you want a name, I don't like Ramsey. Voilà. It's a great player. It's a great player. It's a pity. That's one of my biggest pity that we never saw the real Ramsey. Martin, do you have to get one size up for that testing? No. I remember in the first years when they were doing it, I had to take a size bigger for the authentic. It's true. But now it's already 3 seasons, I believe, that the authentic and the fan version are the same. Look, that's a large. And you see, normally when it's like that, it's not a good sign. I have a large, it's okay. I have some space for my belly. Look at here, you see the details with the beautiful stars from around the stadium. It's really beautiful. You see, also here, the small details you have here. I don't know if you're able to see it or not. Here, you have a badge of authentic. Also here, it's different. It's really different. All the details, perfect. Really. The color is different. I like it. But I am always a big fan of authentic. They are costing a lot of money. That's true. Ciao, Beppe. I think that Allegri's tactics are outdated and very weak offensively. I don't agree. In the beginning of the season, we didn't have the players to play. Now, is he an ultra offensive trainer? No, that's true. It's not Jurgen Klopp. It's not Guardiola. That's true. Outdated. What is outdated? If you win, you win. This year you can blame him because we are not winning. It's true. I think 23 million were saved only in January. Yes, but even more if you count Ronaldo. Guys, 1 hour and 8 minutes. Robin is going to sleep, and most of the time, when Robin is saying good night, what is a Home of Juve shirt? Beppe, you should buy Danilo shirt. You have it's here. Home of Juve, it's here, Danilo, of course, on the 3rd. But when Robin is saying good night, then we all have to go to sleep now, of course, because then it's time. Thank you for everything. I wanted to win. I wanted to jump on the live with a big smile, with a win, with a grinta. At the end, how we did it, we can't blame. It was important not to lose, and we saw a Juventus that was reacting and believing it until the last second, until the end, fino alla fine. So thank you, Katana, My favorite midfield, I need to understand a bit more from Zakaria. Like Abay, I need to understand where he can play as a 6, as a 8. I need to understand that. I think it depends also of the game. Who's playing, against who are we playing? Ciao Abay, ciao Mr. X, ciao Siamak. My friend Siamak. Thank you, Siamak. I love to see Siamak in the chat, always. Jules, 99, we're a good way. Good night, Juventini. Ciao Bogdan, ciao Katana, ciao Stavros. Ciao José Angel Cianchin, grande pieno. Fino alla fine, forza Juve. Faf FG, wow. Ninip, buonanotte. Home of Juve, Zaccaria Mohi, Blagosce is there as well. Chris, Roberto Gallo, Poop, the Ligt new captain, Roberto Gallo as well, Katana Punzara. Now I'm repeating the names, of course, but good night to everyone. And as always, Forza Juve. Forza Juve. R becomes an even. Oh, no. We can't have the last one, an Interista on the channel who's saying buonanotte. Buonanotte, Uncle Sharma. Just came to say I love you, Beppe. Wait, because you will not love me anymore next season when we will take off that Scudetto. By the way, I tell it here today on the. It's St. Valentine. Guys, for all the. Ladies in the chat, Cecilia, but we have so many women in the chat, ladies, women. Happy St. Valentine for you, and also for all the guys and the men. Happy St. Valentine for you. So I hope you have a really great romantic Monday that you will celebrate with your beloved one. This time not the old lady, but the one that you love. So happy St. Valentine to all of you. Happy St. Valentine also to Uncle Sharma, who's saying that he loves me. I tell it also because that's what I wanted to say, guys. This year Milan will win it, and I said it before the win of Milan this week, and Milan will win it, will not be Inter. And if you remind the story, what is the story saying? Inter winning a Scudetto, then you have Milan winning a Scudetto, and then it's again Juventus for the 9 next years. Hopefully we can do that. Punzara is 14. One day you will have a big lover, and you can say in a few years, Beppe told me happy San Valentine. Forza Juve, ciao!